Hey Gemini, I am your astrologer, Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here's your weekly forecast for the week of Monday, November 20th to Monday, November 27th, 2017. Now, what I think is going on this week, Gemini, is we've got Mars right here, which is going to be in your 5th house of happiness. Also of kids, if you have any kids, romantic relationships and dating, and passion projects, in a square with Pluto over here in your 8th house of changes and of financial investments and of intimacy in some way. So I think what you're trying to figure out, Gemini, is how you can be happier in life, how you can do more of what it is that you love and more of what it is that you enjoy in some way. Now, I think as you're trying to do more of what you love and more of what you enjoy, trying to be happier in life and find more of the love and romance again, I think there's some heavy stuff kind of hanging over your head here when it comes to some big changes in life you've been making, and possibly some big financial investments too as well. Feeling like it's hard for you to be happy and do the things that you want while there's so many other stuff going on, so many big changes that it is that you're having to make in your life. And I think the message of this week is you need to let yourself make these changes. You need to let yourself make the changes in your life. You need to figure out which changes are the right changes for you to make there so you can be happier in some way and move forward on some things that are happy for you. Also, maybe needing to change what it is that you enjoy, change what it is that you like, passion projects, relationships with kids, romantic relationships, so that you can find more of the joy again in your life too. So just a bunch of that stuff coming in here. I don't think that this is the first time that you've been trying to figure out what makes you happy and how you can do more of that, because we have had every planet come through here where Mars is in Libra in the past few weeks. But I think there's still a few more things that you have to work out here, a few more kinks, a few more changes you have to make in order for you to be truly happy and live the life that you really want, that you're just trying to get on top of this week. Okay, I think if you can get on top of that and find out what makes you happy and do more of what makes you happy and love and bring more of that into your life, it's going to help you here where the North Node is in your 3rd house of talk and communication, to talk more openly about what's going on with you, about what's on your heart, and about what it is you like. Also to create more of a community with people and to work better with people around you in your immediate environment going on there, but really needing to focus on what makes you happy and making the changes to let more of that into your life. While you're thinking a lot or working a lot on what makes you happy and how you can communicate about what makes you happy and do more of that, I think there's also some focus here where Venus is in your 6th house of your job and of your daily routines. So it's not just about how you can be happy here and communicate about being happy and work with people around town to be happy, but it's about how you can do what you love and what you enjoy on the day-to-day, on the regular basis. Maybe have a job doing something that it is that you enjoy, or just a set of daily routines, how you can create a life outside of you that really resonates truly with your heart and what it is that you really want deep down inside. Okay, so I think that is what is going on with you. Venus here making a sextile to Pluto, saying if you can make any of the changes you need to make in your life here to end or begin things, or to make some big financial investments here to allow yourself to be happy, or to let a new happiness come into your life, I think it's going to help you create more of the life that you want externally, to organize your life and to just feel better on the day-to-day about what's going on with you, and maybe at your job too and at work. Right, so that's what's happening there. That's going on for the beginning part of this week. So that'll be happening Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And then Wednesday things start to change a little bit. I mean, they're still kind of the same, but our focus comes to different parts of our life. And that for you on Wednesday, while you're thinking about all of this stuff, how you can be happy on the day-to-day, comes to right here where the sun is, as the sun moves into Sagittarius, thinking about partnerships in your 7th house and relationships, thinking about other people. I think you're trying to figure out how you can have the right relationships for you, how you can work better with people, how people can work better with you to help you do something that's going to make you happy and do something that is important to you. With Mercury here in a conjunction with Saturn at the very, very end of this week too, I think there could be some very serious communication too that comes up with other people. Maybe some kind of relationship commitment that you're going to have to make to another person coming in here, that you're trying to think about and you're trying to figure out and you're trying to understand in a very serious way as you move forward. I think as you're thinking about relationships, maybe trying to make some big commitments to people in relationships, there could be some hurt feelings or some insecurities right here where Chiron is when it comes to your 10th house of career. with Mercury here in a square to Chiron in your 10th. I think you could be worried that some relationships that you're committing to and some relationship stuff that you're thinking about, maybe new relationships that you're trying to work out, I think you're worried that they're not going to put your life in the right direction. They're not going to give you the career that you want. They're not going to help you move up in the world or give you the reputation or the social standing that it is that you want as well. I, again, don't think that that's a new thing because Saturn here has been on this spot in a square to Chiron for quite some time. But I think Mercury coming into this square here with Chiron in your 10th is really going to ask you to get on top of this thing, to get over this insecurity and to deal with it so that you can begin to have some of the relationships that you really want. Neptune too, going direct this week in your 10th house of career, also helping you to better understand what career you want and where you see your life going and to make sense of your career and your reputation and your life direction so that you can begin to commit more fully and more wholeheartedly and feel much better about some of these relationships moving forward. Mercury also stationing on Saturn too this week, really making it a big deal for you to figure out your relationships and to focus on them and to get the clarity that you need to move forward with them in a better way, to being a really big thing to help you unlock some other doors. And I think if you can focus on your relationships and on what you need with people and on the relationships you want and on really committing to some of them, I think it's going to help you here where Uranus is in your 11th house to reach some big goals or dreams of yours in some way, to associate with the right people, the right groups of people, and to feel more authentically yourself, but just needing to figure out how you can take some of these new relationships and have them work for you in your career and have them help you point you in the right direction. Okay, so that's what's going on there. Also, as that's happening towards the end of the week, Venus in your 6th house of your job, making a trine to Chiron in your 10th of career. So at the end of the week, I think there could be some more insecurities, hard feelings coming up again about your job and about what you do on the day-to-day and about whether or not your job is good for you, whether or not what you're doing in the day-to-day is going to put your life in the right direction or give you the right career and social standing that you want. But again, needing to push past some of these insecurities that you have about your job, about your career, and about where your life is going so that you can commit to people who are really going to help you be happier in life and going to help you reach some big goals and dreams of yours and feel more free and authentic and open to be yourself. Okay, so that's what's going on for you. Also, Moon towards the end of this week coming over the South Node, which for you is going to be in your 9th house of something new, saying that before you can start to focus here on some familiar thing, to communicate, to build a community with you, maybe needing to check in around something new that you're doing to make sure that this new thing is right for you as well and to get all of that in order. Maybe also needing to check in with your belief systems too as well to make sure that your beliefs are in the right place to support some of these other things that you're doing to make you happy and to work with other people on the day-to-day. All right, so that's what's going on there, Gemini. Your card for the week, Death, upright. Lots of themes this week. With Death. I think a lot of people have gotten endings cards, very similar, and swords for working with the mind and getting a plan and strategy in place. And this one for you, Gemini, is about you're ending something. There's just like an old chapter in life that you're ending. That's a big chapter going away, coming into something new here. And I think you need to let yourself transform. I think you need to let yourself, another theme of this week, be something new, be something different that you haven't done before. And I think you need to let yourself go there and to do away with all of these old chapters in your life and all of these things that no longer serve you so that you can start to be happier in life, find more joy and find the good parts in life that maybe you haven't been able to find anymore, and just needing to let go of some of those things and some of those ideas about your life that you thought you wanted so that you can move into other things that you really, really do want and have relationships with people who really can help you get some of those things. All right, so that's what I got for you this week, Gemini. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.